And we are live from the capital city of the internet, Cambridge, Massachusetts, where it all began, where it all is expanding at such rapid rate. I was talking to a friend yesterday. He said, "Have you been down to Kendall Square lately, Dr. Lant?" Kendall is the heart of the next generation of the internet. It's right next to MIT. MIT has a lot to do with the next generation of the internet. And of course, I'm right across the street from Harvard University, where I got to my degree. We couldn't be in a better place, Judy Dowse, to see the development of the internet, and we are privileged to be able to be right in the heart of the very heart of the internet, and this is our capital city. My name is Dr. Jeffrey Lant. Today is Father's Day, 2014, and a patriarch of this establishment. I'll take the congratulations that you have been raining on me today. I appreciate them. I didn't know that you treated me quite the patriarchal fashion. And if you were to throw all right with me, we're lucky to have Judy Dowse with us today from the state of Ohio. Judy, good day to you. You yourself are about to enter into the leadership structure of this company. What have you got to say to the folks to start us off today?
Well, I'd like to say that this is a great opportunity for people to start their business or augment their businesses online. It's got great education, tools, and a great support of real. This is what's nice, real people that you can talk to and work with.
Along those lines, I want to welcome Daniel Williams, to whom this program is dedicated today. He started off with the right frame of mind. He wants to do it. He will do it. Daniel, you will be a member of this community within minutes of when we follow, and when we finish anything goes in about 58 minutes now. This program is the longest running live broadcast anywhere on the internet. We're the Methuselahs. We are the equivalent of CBS in American broadcasting history. We've been here the longest of any other company doing live programming on the net. That's quite an achievement. Our program is called Anything Goes because anything goes. For those of you that have a thin skin, you want to retire now, put some cotton wool over you. We don't hold back. We don't adulterate. We don't. Well, you get the picture. We tell it like it is. Now, I'm calling you from Massachusetts, as you know, right across the street from Harvard University. Worldprofit has been around for over 20 now, with over 2 million members. We know a thing or two about one thing ticks, not least because our great technical wizard, George Koch, has invented so many dozens of internet applications. He's the original app man. He's been around since the internet was a gleam in someone's eye. That probably was his eye. Our president is Sandy Hunter, the longest serving female president of any internet company in the whole wide world. And all I can say is that they're 20 years younger than I am, these kids. And they were kind enough to invite me over 20 years ago to join them on this track. I've never regretted it. It has been a wild ride, some of which has managed to into my current memoirs, the first volume of the memoirs that I'm looking for. So today I'm going to I'm going to read to you from the memoirs. You know, kids don't write memoirs too often. It happens every once in a while, like for example. But the fact of the matter is I've written these, and I'm learning a great deal about the art of talking about oneself in a way that is illuminating but not insufferable in art form. You learn it as you go. Nobody is taught the business of memoir writing except you folks. One of the great things that George Koch did for us when he invented the live business center, which we are all in now, he made it so that we could post messages, and these messages were, in my case, were chapters of books. And you could see how my story was developing. And for those of you who are speakers, and there always are some around here, what you're seeing on this screen today, what you're hearing by me today, has never been done by anyone else anywhere else. And that's the home that it is a world profit idea. We do not follow anyone. We are not on the cutting edge. We are the cutting edge. And therefore, I invite everyone to join us and pay very close attention. What I'm going to do is start off by my reading the work from the work in progress. So my work is always accompanied by appropriate music. There are three tickets of music which Judy's going to monitor today. She's going to be posting the links to the three of them at one time. Don't play them all at once. That's not the purpose. They go in order, top to bottom. But Judy, why don't you go ahead, and there you go. You did it. It's the very first link is the first in the. It comes with these memoirs. It's a thrill to be able to do this. And I battle still with instructions around the world. This is from the second chapter of a Connoisseur story, being the memoir of Discernment, Pluck of all the attributes of success in this venture. To start chapter 2, the tune I'd like you to play is the march from the film Captain from Castile, based on the 1945 novel by Samuel Shelley. It was composed by Alfred Newman, one of a handful of brilliant musicians who gave us the captivating sound of Hollywood's golden age. Lesson, soaring, brilliant, inspirational. Go find it down in a search engine and prepare for great story and accompaniments. One of the greatest, most important Western civilization, the conquest of Mexico and the meteors of Spain to us. July 1518, Hernan Cortez, conquistador, ragtag band toppled the empire of the Aztecs, grandee of Spain, under the grandiloquent title Marquez de Valle de Oaxaca. Wealthy beyond wealth, achieved his success not by birth or nepotism, but by deeds so rash and audacious, so bold they dominated. Without Cuba forbade the expedition, Cortez sailed anyway, for he knew his important business better than any functionary of any king. He was from that moment a marked man, a man of destiny, a dangerous man, a man to be watched and if possible to be controlled, his influence minimized, curtailed, until he became that most useful of artifacts, the dead hero. The convenient features in life could so easily be rearranged in death. Just another instance of the tricks Voltaire told us the living play upon the dead. Arriving on a cruise, he exhibited some of that unlimited insubordination for which he was celebrated, and which finally cost him so much. He dismissed the authority of His Excellency, another governor, saying he would have no overlord but king alone. However, His Majesty was far away and out of touch. The important man was the man on the spot, and that man was Cortez. His army and resources were trifling in size, just 11 small boats, 500 men, 13 horses, and a few cannons. With these he expected to conquer one of the most successful military powers on earth, the Aztecs, millions strong, ruled by blood and savagery, intricate, exquisite, and refined. And then, notoriously, he burnt his boats, anchored in the calm cerulean waters, thereby driving his men to hysteria as they saw their only means of escaping going up in smoke. Now, should events conspire against them, they would have no way out. Thus, they had the simplest and most profound of choices to make: conquer or die hideously at the hands of experts, masters who knew every painful technique of the fascinating art of premature extinction, minimum action, maximum torment. Thus did Cortez show the world how success is achieved, not by temporizing, equivocating, or hedging, but by putting your back against the wall and doing the best you can with what you've got where you are. Slash your options to the only one that matters: total, absolute, and conditioned success. That is what Cortez did, and that is how I became a serious collector, a seasoned connoisseur, giving away the tenacious past in order to better grasp and craft the future. Everything, take everything. One day would have been for so long, and nagging thought became my stark reality. I looked around my comfortably appointed condominium and recalled Sir Percy Blakeney's aphorism: there is nothing quite as bad as that which is good enough. On this basis, I called the AIDS Action Committee in Boston, inquiring about their terms for donating goods. Then I gulped and took the irrevocable action that obliterated the comfortable life I had fashioned, a life good enough for so long, but good enough no longer. As I write this paragraph, I see in my mind's eye what I have not thought about and seen there in so many years. The seductive sofa I designed for maximum comfort for one or two, gone. The Victorian silk spoons in their original blue rubber case, gone. the stunning Mexican copper goblets on matching tray objects I had purposely gone out in the blizzard to acquire. So important then, so important just now, gone. And so through every my home, feeling first the sadness disposal, pain that comes as you empty your life of what you once valued so much, then feeling the joy of liberation, when you give with wild excitement and happiness that Alexander the Great must have known when he built his own palace. The better to enter the future with untrammeled optimism on the empty slate which awaits your plans and orders. Make no mistake about it. Getting rid of the past is the perfect and necessary precursor for creating the better future. Thus, for the treasures of my life packed into boxes and carted in 2 huge moving vans from the AIDS Action Store in Jamaica Plain, including over 12,000 of my much-loved books. Every chair in the house, clothes suitable for the well-dressed Ivy instructor, Harris tweed in profusion in every understated color and enduring prints, paintings once adorning every wall, now en route to a new destination, and new owners to esteem them as I had, and just a moment ago. Oh, once Cortez had burned his puny fleet, once I deposited and denuded every nook and cranny of my now vacant establishment, the Conquistador and the Connoisseur had but one question on our agenda, but it was the most important question of all. Now what? Now what indeed? It is easy, oh so easy, to tell other people to get a plan and follow it with conspicuous and notable assiduity. But when we need to come up for ourselves with an objective and the steps to achieve it, we procrastinate, put off, make excuses, and generally behave with the single lack of organization, which has so often and so efficiently characterized our relationship with the entire business of planning. This time, things needed to be better arranged, better replaced by machine-like accuracy and focus. I knew exactly what I had to do, and so I searched the search engines for a film clip from the 1968 film Oliver, where there was a marvelous tune about planning and thinking matters through. It is called Reviewing the Situation. Ron Moody as Fagan ignited, and in a minute or two you'll be caught up in the self-serving message and the insistent music that makes you jump up and clear the cobwebs from your underused brain. You're dancing the only way that's worth dancing, with abandon, the wildest gyrations of the freedom of that gives you the greatest freedom you've ever experienced. Then I positioned myself in the center of my now empty living room, reviewed the situation and thought it out again, as you must do too. Awakening. Saturday night, 9:37 p.m. I have been sleeping, but cannot sleep another minute, not with such a good story at hand, as the story is the most important part of life. The story is a corker. And so I position myself wondering whether I did the right thing, pointless endeavor in the middle of a room that has been emptied of everything but the future. One particular stanza gets my full attention, given that I am 70 soon. What happens when I'm 17? Must come a time, 17, when you're old and it's cold, who cares if you live or die? We're one consolation's the money you may have put by. I have a very different scenario for my score in 10, and so I dance with Fagan, a character Dickens crafted so well with such credibility and such insight that one cannot just condemn or despise him, as pocket moralists insist upon doing, but give rather, whatever degree of reluctance and surprise, just a soupçon of our respect, which of course gives him this entree into your baffled heart, hearing how he cannot have been schemed so much. Thus I dance and think. I was making a princely income in those great Gatsby days before living excess, the thrilling order of the day. I didn't need money at that particular moment. I needed a clear direction and signal about where to begin to gather what I wanted my entire life, what art to collect. I needed an honorable friend, and even a comrade in this endeavor. It turned out I needed a disease. Ah, yes, you read that correctly, an incurable disease. Diabetes. My primary care physician. In those distant days, right to the present, is Dr. Joseph Zorn. He is a conscientious fellow with discernible resemblance to Alice's white rabbit. A character who is determined to enter these pages unbidden and frequently. Dr. Zorn is always late for my appointment, his first words being the equivalent of "Que voulez-vous?" shrug indicating that such is his fate, and hence mine. Until I was 50, 1997, my health was solid and unremarkable, a condition I firmly expected to maintain and enjoy for the duration. Visits to Dr. Zorn's office being infrequent, often postponed and exceptional. But then he shared this bit of wisdom that changed everything. Women fall apart at 35. Men fall apart at 50. In short order, I came to learn the truth of this observation, not merely but a hex. Something I couldn't buy man out of, or wheedle or tissue God or bargain away. It was now a passenger for life, delivering any number of potential hazards. One ignored it, heedless of its many deleterious and important signs and life-changing admonitions. It also had two major positive consequences. First, I began to take into my health, a subject I had no discernible interest in ever before. Its immediate benefit being that my weight dropped to 165 pounds, which is just what it should be, and it has remained so. Second value is time, never again to treat it as anything other than the very essence of life, the most important thing we will ever have. Its end, our end. Do you want to live longer or live shorter? The day I was diagnosed by Dr. Zorn was Robert Frost's moment, where the road not taken became disturbingly real and slow. Dr. Zorn asked me one question and one question only. Do you want to live longer or live shorter? Surely you jest, you say, to such a question. There can be only one answer, but here the baffling elements of our human nature come into jarring play, as they most assuredly came into play here. For you see, each diabetic is asked this question, always giving the expected answer, the right answer. Only having given it, you revert to the habits which ensure the most dire results, including premature extinction. In this way, millions of diabetics kill themselves one bite at a time, literally digging graves with their teeth. I was determined there should be no such extinction for me. Whatever I had to give up to live, not least a lifetime and glide so. And I did so without demur, cavil, disagreement, or obstruction, and so I came to embrace life and all its possibilities, the most challenging being love. For where there is life, the possibility of love exists. And no one knew this better than Stephen Sondheim, who gave us in company one of the most honest of love songs. Find it now in the research engine. Someone to hold you close, someone to hurt you deep, someone to sit in your chair, to ruin your sleep and make you aware of being alive, and alone is alone, not alive. And so I arranged for a substantial line of credit with my ever-full bank, the Cambridge Trust Company, called the British Pictures Department at Sotheby's in London to announce my imminent arrival the very next day, and blew through every excuse for not going. It was time to stop pondering the imponderables, and so I stuck a feather in my cap and called it macaroni, and a red rose in my boutonniere. After all, I was en route to the greatest city on earth, returning as a man of property, the impecunious graduate student of war, now a thing of memory, for destiny awaited, and I was ready to save it. And that's how far I've gotten in this chapter. What do you think, Miss Judy?
I'm interested. It was very good. I liked it.
Honest, as the day is long. That's true. Now, how do you get to 50,000 visitors? It's very simple. You listen to the Sit Back and With This program. We're going to make you an offer. I believe that you will take the offer if you're smart. Before we get to you, just sit back and relax. You have the right word, although you are a boo internet. I want to tell you what the results is for the monitors. All the leads will be generated from this book, and there will be hundreds of thousands of them, because there are photographs with my home that go along with this, photographs of an extensive collection. There will be hundreds of thousands of people who will want to know this. Those leads will go unequivocally, universally, unilaterally to all the monitors. As the leads come in from my site, I will give them away in profusion. No other CEO in the history of the world, probably no other web owner, has ever just wanted me giving them away. What does that tell you, Judy? What do you think about that?
It shows that you want to grow your business. You want to help people. You want to help them grow the business, their businesses.
That is,
and you're not selfish.
have a bigger vision. We had a gentleman come in here from Trinidad within the last hour or so. He told us that the banking situation is so bad in Trinidad that they have embargoed any export of U.S. dollars. What that tells me is the economy is based on nothing. You go into the Trinidad economy, you probably find a few $100,000 of reserves, which is a pity, but that's not enough for a country. We live in a world now where we expect in the next 50 years to have as many countries go out of business. Countries, not businesses. Whole countries will cease to exist. What will happen to those people? The people will not go away, but they will live in shambles. Our goal at World Profit is clear. Yes, I know, we need to help the people around the world. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask Judy Dawes to step down for a bit. And we're going to bring up what we do is make sure that Elizabeth English is ready. Ladies, if I would, all the ladies would not put so much makeup on them, we're quicker. Elizabeth English, are you ready to come on? Good. Judy, I want to thank you for coming up.
Okay.
We are in the business of helping people in those countries make money. Today, this gentleman from Trinidad told me his monthly income was $300. $300, and he is being a professional. $300 to live on. Can you imagine it? I'm very pleased to see you, Miss Elizabeth English. I saw you slip in the side door. You don't hear any sound from you.
All right.
The first group we want to speak to is the people of the third world nations. Their situation has never been worse. But in one sense, it helps spur us to do what we need to do to help you bring money. Elizabeth, if this gentleman were to, he who makes $300 a month were to double that, he'd be a wealthy man in the contents of Trinidad. We can absolutely help him achieve that, if he follows the direction. People, we have developed a system over the course of the last 2 decades and more that works. We don't think that it works. We don't speculate that it works. We see it working every single day. Elizabeth, you've been with us for a long time, and I want to introduce you to everyone in the audience. Many of them know you. Good to have you back on again.
There, I had them backwards. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Don't make me laugh.
I had them back.
Carol,
Excuse me.
First of all, did
Daryl
you
would have
listen? Did you
made
hear?
money. I heard your story, sir. It was wonderful. It was very nice. Wonderful, sir.
Now, are you ready?
But
Never have I been upstaged by a pair of earmuffs before. Usually it's a dog or a child. Today I'm getting upstaged by earmuffs.
Well, I ran in after mowing the lawn, or I was actually in the process of mowing the lawn, so I'm lucky. It's nice and neat. I hope it's nice in Massachusetts.
It's beautiful.
I'm doing well,
I'm
sir.
going to go out and frolic in the park at some point today.
Good for you.
I want to speak to Jeff Oatman and to the 75 people in the window. This is a unique place. You must treat yourself. Our goal from the beginning has been to take people like that gentleman from Trinidad and transform him into a better living person. That's able within this context. $100 may not mean a lot in New York City, but it certainly matters throughout the Caribbean. So many families would be dramatically better off.
Yes.
And that's why we work with these people so that they can survive the coming crunch catastrophe, which will obliterate whole nations. Now, I'm saying that they will still they'll still have a flag, they'll still have a presidential palace, they'll still have 5 members of the armed services, but they won't exist as any kind of a country we know. And they will not be able to deliver necessary services to their population. That will go first. Why don't you tell us a little bit, and particularly Daryl and Daniel and Jeff and Joseph and Sue, a little bit about why you chose World Profit and have been with us so long.
I chose World Profit because, well, to begin with first, I came in a couple times, and then I came up against Dr. Lant. And Dr. Lant convinced me, actually it was during Anything Goes, and he convinced me very assuredly that if I was going to succeed on the internet, this was the place to be. And I came in 4 years ago. I guess it was 4 years in January, actually. I've been here ever since. Now, I didn't know how to turn the computer on, basically. I didn't know what a Safelist is, a traffic exchange. I didn't know how to build a website. I came to WorldProfit. I got my website. I got a website that I can design myself. Not that I've done a great job, but I did it. And step-by-step instructions. And I know now I can do anything on the internet. Absolutely anything. And I could teach anybody else to do it also. Because if you come here and you follow the directions, all we ask you to do is through boot camp. It's laid out. Oh my goodness, my 10-year-old child can understand it. That's all you guys got to do.
I want to ask you a question. You wanted to be part of the video marketing cadre we call the Monitors. And I was not, shall I say, forthcoming about that idea initially. What did you do? Why did you want to become knowledgeable about video? Which was clearly a very wise thing to do, because video is the future of the net. You're watching it right now. It is so. Elizabeth's in New York. I'm in Massachusetts. Of course, we have our colleagues are in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Our servers are, God only know where the servers are these days. And that's true of this Baylor. The important thing is that you wanted to be part of what you foresaw very early, the transformation of the net into video.
To begin with, it took me a couple of steps to get here as a monitor. I came up against the monitor club, I guess you want to say. But at WorldProfit, there are a small group of people called monitors. And we're only that because we have each other's back. If someone's sick, someone's on vacation, there's always a monitor in the room to take the place. And believe me, we've had to take the place for the silliest reasons. A dog barking, a child needs attention, whatever. And after I made my point, actually after Dr. Lant got my back up, so to say, I love talking to the people. And when I talk to my mother-in-law, who's 84 years old, and tell her I talked to Spain and Ireland and Iceland, New Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, she's just floored. She just doesn't believe it. And it is amazing to me. I'm a small country girl. I was in a small country town. The one I live in right now is a lot smaller than the one I lived in. Actually, I have 3 acres of land that I live on, and behind it is the cow home. So that's how small a town we're in. And I just love talking to people. Just imagine I'm disabled myself, but I'm not, because I have my computer and I have the internet. And I'm able to talk to you every day.
What do you think about that story that I included about the diagnosis as a diabetic providing the impetus to go to London? In other words, true. Just because you have a disability, which is a word that we don't use officially or only unofficially here because we think it's an awful cut-off word. It's an off-putting word. It's a condescending word. I prefer a condition situation to that. But in any event, we run conditions. We don't let them inhibit us. I know for a certain fact that if I hadn't been diagnosed, I wouldn't have taken that flight. I would have found a million reasons I didn't need to go today. When that diagnosis came out, I saw a million reasons to get on a plane immediately. And I went to London, and the rest, as they say, is history, which is the following chapter of the memoir.
Right.
And I want to say something. I want to welcome Jeff Oatman again, and Daniel Williams, and Daryl. Folks, I wanted a preliminary review. What do you see? What we're all about? We're all about helping each of you. You know, Elizabeth, you know better than anyone. You know, people come in here every day and they tell us they can't do it and they shouldn't do it today, and they have a million excuses. What do you want to say to these people? They are puzzling to us.
They are, because you're dead wrong, is all I'm going to tell you. I'm 56 years old. I suffer from chronic pain, which I've had since 1981. I know I'm not younger than you, sir. And I have severe COPD. Last September, I was on life support for 6 days. My husband was told that I wasn't coming out of it. Today, I sit here on WorldProfit and my business is surviving. And you know what? Every moment I was in the hospital or at a doctor's office, my business was run by monitors just like me, 75 of us. And Dr. Lant is here almost 24 hours a day. And I made money. Actually, I think my business I was in the hospital. I've got to tell you guys.
I knew, you know, one of the things I did not count on in life, A, was being CEO of a tech company. If you told me that 40 years ago, I would have laughed in your faces. That's going to be absolutely positive. That was shock number one to the body politic. Shock number two was I had no idea that I would become so inextricably bound up with people's lives that I'd actually physically never seen, but they were as if they lived in my house. And they're correct, they do. People come into the entryway to my house and say, are you having a party tonight? And of course, it's the monitors, convincing and making sales and whatever. We have discovered a privileged way. Now, Jeff, we had you the offer, which is going to put $20,000 worth of goodies on your table, plus more. Jeff, how do you feel about WorldProfit and joining us today now? And Daniel, you would be astonished if you didn't join us. Joseph, of course, can't be heard at this moment. And Daryl, you're listening in. You get the point. Daryl says, Mr. Lamb, my question is the $99 is that a month because I will not be able to afford that. You know what, Daryl? Let me give you the God's honest skinny on this, and then I'll turn it over to Elizabeth, and she'll have some pungent comments too. Do you pay your water bill? Do you pay for your electric bill? How about your gas bill? How about your health insurance bill? Do you pay those things monthly? I do.
I do.
This is simply another bill to be able to conduct an international business. Now, you obviously have enough money to come in. If you follow the directions, now listen to me well, if you follow the directions, you can cover that forever, month to month, by following the simple directions we give you. In other words, it will become self-financing. If and only if you follow the directions. And I'm an old educator of 45 years standing, I'm telling you, if you can follow the directions, you can make it happen. For me, Daryl, not I think you'll make it happen, but you will make it happen, because that's the way the program is done. All right? Daryl, are you going to be ready to join us this afternoon? Because if you don't, you're going to be throwing away the very tools you need to make it successful. Elizabeth, you want to talk to Daryl here? He's like a reasonable fellow.
Hi, Daryl. It's nice to meet you to begin with. And Daryl, I did it, and I didn't know any. I really didn't know anything. I only started using the computer because my young son passed away, and his computer just sat there. My husband said, "Well, why don't you do something with it?" And he might be sorry now because I've never left it. And if you come in, Daryl,
you have one of the
everything
best
is laid
situated
out.
husbands that exist, so I think you have to do something dastardly to him, because this is another thing. There are not too many CEOs who know the husbands, the wives, the children, the dogs, the pats in the front where they put those roses in the garden. I know all that stuff. I don't ask it,
You do.
but I'm giving it. I do.
Spoke with my husband while I was in the hospital also.
Yes, I did. And I came to bond with them. One of those meal bonding things.
Yeah.
But then we had a good cost of bond over, didn't we?
Yeah.
Now listen, we want to go back to Daniel here. Daryl, you're going to come in with us, and I'm going to give you a special offer. Daniel, what is your sentiment at this point? We ask you because this is an interactive site. This is the way we do things all day long. We talk to people. We ascertain their situations, not just personal, but political, economic, whether there's revolution, whether guerrilla strife. We know right down to the villages, because the people come to us and tell us these things while doing their daily work. All right, Nicolaus, how are you? This is your first visit. You're surely going to want to click on the green box and watch the video after this program. And Daryl says, yes, sir, I understand. Elizabeth, okay, step by step. Yes, the plan is step by step. Whether you will screw it up or not, that's your part of the puzzle. We will deliver what we say we're going to deliver. Nicolaus, you sit back and relax. We'll be with you momentarily. Daniel Williams, I'm still waiting for a comment from you. In this place, if we ask you a question, not too surprisingly, we want an answer.
Chat bar right below Dr. Lant. Just type hi or hello in it. Daniel, you need to
You know,
take your
William?
whisper key off. It's right at the bottom where it says send. Just click on that whisper key and it'll come right off for you, Daniel. Dr. Lant's got more information than I do, but you know, if you know anything about the internet nowadays, you know that you have to have a blog. Every business has a blog. Walmart, Best Buy, Rite Aid,
The Queen of England has a
and
blog.
David's
The Pope
still
has
here.
a blog.
Yes. We have, oh my goodness, how many now? I know it's over 2,000 articles in the article directory.
There are over
I know.
3,000 articles, of which I've written.
Oh, goodness. Good for you, Nicholas. Good for you.
What we're going to do at this point is we're going to segue from my general remarks and Elizabeth's remarks. We're going to have Elizabeth read you the offer. I want to say a word about this offer. First of all, it's the best offer on the internet. You don't get it any better than this. It is supremely good. It is worth over $20,000. And Nicolaus, we don't allow you to do that.
And no
That's like
thanks,
coming
please,
into our living room
Nicolaus.
and posting your posters while we're making your dinner. Not, it's better both of them. Go to the
All right,
space.
Nicholas.
But you see, Nicolaus, why you did that was because you don't have any traffic, and you think by posting your link 1/3 of a second, you're going to get traffic. That shows you, it shows me, and it shows Elizabeth how desperate you are. You're desperate because you've got nothing going for you. Well, he should join us today.
Yes,
Because if they don't, I'm going to bring these people
well,
to the
I don't know if it's
psycho
Nicolaus
ward
or
if it's not.
Nicolais. Just, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. You will have an article. You could post 3-4 times a day, even more if you'd like. You will get traffic, definite traffic. All these articles, they're on what's happening in the world today. There's a Father's Day article, there's a Mother's Day article, there's a summer article, there's a lilac article. I could go on, but I just don't have the breath for it. Nicholas,
Okay.
all you need to do is on that run order. I do have the offer for you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Here's the deal. I want to announce to put it into perspective. This is a 6-part offer. Everything in it has been selected either by George Kosh, our Chief Technical Officer. Anything having to do with leads, technology, marketing, that's all from George. On the question of the content, that's my baby. And the video marketing course, again, my baby. And the bottom line is we have carefully, the partners of this company, have carefully selected things that work. Not that we think work, not that are experiments, not that are theoretical, but they produce money and leads. Those are the two essential elements of a successful business. Elizabeth is going to start by reading chapter 1, screen 1, I should say better. And then she's got 6 screens all together. And then
If you
we're
want
going
to save, just copy them and print them off to a notebook for you to read after you've gotten your packet. I also want you to know the company's been here 21 years now. Now, you can see Dr. Lant. On special occasions, you can meet George Koch and Sandy Hunter. They're all here, guys. Better Business Bureau label over there. Now you're going to sit still for a few minutes and bear with me because they're quite the offers. I catch my breath some days. Okay, boys, here you go. It's not specified because there's so many of them. Hopefully you've watched the video or you realize how grateful this or how wonderful this is. You are, well, let's go here. Today you finished our introductory video, fantastic. Then you already know the awesome offer we've got for you. If you order in the next 15 minutes, you get the $6,500 bonus offer that was made in the video and $400 a month of cutting-edge success materials, all with the resell rights. And you get all the materials that we've been given before. This is worth millions of dollars, guys, not thousands. You get total success training in home business boot camp 1 and 2, and there's over 70 steps in there now. Also, there's 75 monitors, and they've got your site covered 24 hours a day, guys. And we will start closing your sales for you today, without ever charging you anything. You also get $800 worth of crucial business and wealth building software. All, again, with the resale rights. You also get WorldProfit's unique ClickBank promo kit, and even at least $1,000 a month without spending a penny. You also get our incredible Magic Link Builder, which turns any website, and I mean any website, into a list building page instantly. And if you accept this offer in the next 2 minutes, you get 10 associates who will generate commissions for you. Now, if you're ready to accept, click on the red order now or the link right here in the red. Now, this is only made to you guys once, one time only, but there is still more. Now, it's important. If you place your order within 5 minutes, you'll get 50,000 additional money-making credits, including 10,000 additional guaranteed sites to the website of your choice. From Traffic Center, including 10,000 from the website of your choice, Traffic Center, and 20,000 credits from our popular Safelist Extreme Macro List system. Oh my goodness. You also get absolutely free our new traffic generating marvel, the automatic SEO promo toolkit. And it's worth over $450 retail value. Now, this helps you get guaranteed positions on Google, Yahoo, Bing, and all the other search engines. It promotes your URL to over 3,000 backlinking sites, which is, actually it's only a couple clicks. And it allows you to post your message on over 70 Safelist. Imagine how really easy that is in top traffic exchanges. Now, finally, we will include the SEO Power Pack of 23 software programs that are worth over $1,000. Now, this is our gift to you if you join us now. Click on the red Order Now link and click on option number 1, the monthly option, guys. Alright, hang on now. We told you there's 6 parts. Now, there's still more. If you get your silver package today, now, actually not today, you get over 1,000 original articles for your blog by master writer and marketeer Jeffrey Lant. To see the complete collection, all you need to do is go to jeffreylantarticles.com. Active dealers like myself use these articles to generate thousands of responses in 15 minutes or so every single day. I think it took me 10 minutes to post my Father's Day blog. You also get brand new software by master inventor George Koch. Now, he creates these yourself, guys. I want you to realize that. Every step was created by him. This spectacular offer is made once and once only. So if you act now, you click on the red Order Now button and order in the next 15 minutes, and we will add your $12,000 bonus package. You can create custom and produce video articles. Yes, we do, Daniel. Video articles almost as fast as you can read this sentence. This is new. Guys, I didn't get this when I came in. Order within the next 7 minutes. And we will include the easy-to-use software. You need to give away unlimited free advertising to all your customers, whatever you're selling. This is Tech Wizard George Koch's latest invention. Excuse me, guys. And you will use it daily to get your customers to act, to respond, and to buy from you. To buy out $1,995 retail value for that software. Oh boy. It's yours free now. And this is the WorldProfit exclusive. Hang on, Daniel. We'll talk in a couple minutes, okay? Now let's see. Here's another one. Yes, Daniel. Just give me a few minutes, okay, please? I know you're excited. Now this is even more. Do you want to do this one, sir? This is yours.
Well, since it is mine, I don't mind doing it. I am the video marketeer, as they like to say. Even more, video marketing is the hottest thing on the net. Have you been to YouTube lately? Now you can stay home and profit. If you know how to do it, internationally known marketer me, WorldProfit CEO and co-founder, shows you how to use video marketing. I'm going to speak up on this. We have a program every Saturday. It is unique. It is packed with smart people who are learning how to use their own programs, whatever they happen to be, whatever they're selling. It is packed and it is funny. When you pack so many bright people in a room, it has a combustibility factor. will be lucky Daniel, lucky Daryl, lucky Edward, lucky Sue to be in this. I'm going to give you membership in the class, which is a $10,000 retail value. And I'll finish up the two other ones. That is the fourth part of the 6-part offer. Now I want you to look at the top of the page. You will see a banner about 700,000 SEO submissions. We're going to give you a 3-month subscription. You'll get 700,000 submissions free. And because I love you so much, and actually because I have a good day writing today on my book, I'm going to pass on the goodies to you. Every day for writers is not a good day, but today was a tremendous day. We're going to give you 50 associates out of my personal list. These are 50 customers that belong to me now. I'm going to transfer them from my ownership to yours. That's 50. Now here's the deal. Daniel, Daryl, Edward, Sue et al., and the 76, 77 now, 78 people now in the room. You get this, the offer expires in 13 minutes. If your order is not in 13 minutes, I will withdraw the offer. You will not get it. It's a one-time only deal. We do this because we have so many people that, and you know, just that man from Trinidad is so to my heart today. And I think of that tiny little country trying to make a go of it, and then all the other tiny little countries around the world. We have a very big group of people to help. It takes all of our time. Now, Daniel, Daryl, Edward, Sue Bonaventure, we want you to click on the bright red box. This is order now. You want option 1, the monthly option. You've got now 12 minutes. This offer will not come around your way again. Now, if you have any questions, now's the time to ask. But remember, you've got 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Now,
okay, 12
we need to
minutes.
see
Sorry.
Daniel,
Got
Daryl,
it.
Edward, all the rest. We need to see you on the red order form. If you don't do this, you never get a second chance. And that's by our company policy. You're looking for a gentleman from Trinidad, again, I keep referring back to him because he's become a sort of icon in my mind, a metaphor for so many millions of people in the world. He was hungry. He was hungry. It was the banking system of Trinidad and transformation. I understand that frustration. But Daniel, are you in? Edward White, are you in? Daryl, are you in? Or are you going to present some sort of excuse which will not cut any mustard with us?
Daniel's
waiting.
saying he doesn't have the money right now, sir.
Well, I will then work with Daniel to make sure that that happens. Daniel, you need to stop whispering and send me a message. I don't want to second guessing your messages. Stop the whisper key.
But no.
Yes, it does. There. You click on the red box is the order now. You want option 1, the monthly option. It's very straightforward, and within 5 minutes you'll remember, and we will get you started immediately. I mean immediately. Daniel Williams, if you don't give me the messages, I can't respond to them. Close off this
Whisper button is right down there by the tab where you're typing in Daniel to me.
Daryl is coming in. Daryl, if yours is the first order in on the block, I'm going to give you 100 associates. You've been reasonable to deal with, and I believe that reasonable people deserve to have reasonable rewards and then some. So you're getting 100 customers, not 50. That's per me. Now, Daniel Williams would have gotten that order, but you whispered into the ether, and I'm not the ether bunny. I cannot read those messages, which are not. It's like writing a message on water.
Daniel, we've helped 243,000, yeah, whatever. We've helped over 2 million people, Daniel. We can help you. You can start
today,
the minute
but
that
you need
order
to work
button
with
does.
us. There is not a problem that I have been dealt with as CEO that ultimately we did not have an answer to. George has part of the answer.
I think you didn't even know existed.
Well, that goes without saying. God only knows I've had an education of any CEO that I'm proud of. I despise the MBA degree from Harvard. Why do I want to go there when I'm getting the ground roots of the whole world scrambled in my plate every day?
Real life.
Daniel Williams, yes. You need to, and we are down now to 10. This order will be dead in 10 minutes. The offer will not be made again. Don't pass it up. We're not kidding. We have a great big world of people that need us. I often feel like the Spartans of ancient days in the Greek history, they had so few, they have almost, mountains to protect, and they have 71 Spartans. I very definitely feel like one of those officers on many, many days. Edward White is not reachable at the moment. He's incommunicados. Daryl is carrying on. Daniel Williams is on the order form. We hope that you all mean it, because we certainly do.
8 minutes now.
How this is going to play out, I want to keep you up here for 4 minutes. I'm going to bring up Patricia Porter for her bow of the day. I'm going to thank Judy Dowd for stepping up. That's what this community is all about, stepping up. I get you're not going to be surprised to hear this, but I get hysterical. 10 minutes before brother, if my co-host isn't there, I begin going, "What is that person? Get that person over here." So we're waiting for Daniel Williams' order. We're waiting for Daryl's order. We're waiting for Edward White's order. And we have Bobby Cheatham, who I know you very well, Bobby Cheatham, even though you can't hear me right this minute. Sue Bonneville.
Oh.
Daryl is in. He's gotten the 100.
Congratulations!
He's gotten the 100. Let's all give Daryl a round
Really,
of applause.
congratulations, Daryl. Good for you. Happy Father's Day if you've got any kids. You've got to set to the rest of your life.
I'm going to play a little tune for Daryl here.
They need some music. I can't say.
Well, I don't know. Everyone sings a little bit.
True. Oh, good for you, Daryl. Congratulations. I hope you got breakfast in bed. That's right, Daniel. I'll tell you, we've got the most wonderful group of people that will take care of your associates. Everyone that you drive here, they'll take care of them for you. You'll be amazed.
This is a little song that we all know. Daryl, this tune is for you. Put it away in your saved files, your favorites. And play it out whenever you're feeling blue. And remember, wherever you go, we've been there before you. Our tracks are there, and our tracks are before, during, and after you. So you only have to ask. The worst you can do in this community is not ask for help. And we're waiting now for Daniel Williams to see the light. He's got 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy.
Jeremy Willis needs to click on the green box and watch the video. Daniel, you're making a terrible mistake. You're not even communicating with me. I say a little prayer for you. Forever and ever. I love Aretha. She skips right out of the nitty-gritty. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring Patrice Porter up in a minute. You want to see Jeremy Willis? You need to get click on the green box and watch that video. I know it's a leap of faith. Take members. Daniel is worried. I want to see some messages from those of you on the screen. He needs to know that how real we are.
Daniel, as soon as you come in and pick your name for your website or business, the techs are working on it. It will be up within the day, and it's Father's Day.
And
You start
welcome
boot camp,
Dan.
all you need to do is from the left-hand corner.
Jeremy Willis, you need to follow our directions and get on the green box and watch the video.
Daryl, all you need to do is log out your email that you use when you register profit, and be two emails with your instructions.
Whoa. Daryl, couple minutes.
All right, he wants to tell you something.
I know, I do. I want him to type in just a couple of minutes. Miss Elizabeth, I'd like you to go down, please, and bring up Patrice
Bye,
Porter, so
everyone.
she take a
Have
break.
a stay.
So good to see you up here.
Nice to hear, sir.
Now, Miss Porter, what a loving today's turning out to be.
It is. It's a wonderful. Okay, we're starting off with your reading of your chapter from your new book there. And
This is Patrice Porter, our white rabbit. She makes sure that I run straight and narrow, without which I could run on this straight or the narrow.
See, Daniel, we're real people here, and we here helping each other, and we'll be helping you out too. So, and
At least we've got a lot of people
yes.
not doing what they need to do. Danny Williams is going to lose the offer. It will never be made to him again.
Okay, Daniel's on the order form. Excellent, Daniel. If you just choose that option 1, and it...
Tell them about Patrice Porter's enterprises on the internet.
All right. And you can check out the business that I've built here at my home business central at www.20waystoprofit.com. And I've also used all the tools.
Willis, you're not following the directions. I'm going to move you myself at the top of the hour. You should get on the green box and watch the video.
And I've also used my gardening expertise to help people create abundance by gardening and using the tools and resources here from World Profit. And you can check that out at www.gardeningforfoodsecurity. And if you want to watch the replay for this program, it was an excellent program, and I know I'll be checking it out again. You can check it out on the YouTube channel, Patrice Porter. And with that, I'll say my adieus and let you take care of our community here, and I'll see you on the next Anything Goes tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Bye for now.
So we're going to terminate this program momentarily. Daniel, I've asked Elizabeth English to take you into one of our conference rooms. She will be sending you a notice. We need to get you settled around, Daniel. And where you are doing now is not we're not advancing for whatever reason. Jeremy Willis, I'm going to remove you in 1 minute. You need to click on the green box and watch the video. That is a precondition of being here. Daryl, I'm ready to give you your instructions. Get a piece of paper, Daryl, and a piece of paper and a pencil. I'm going to give you your instructions now. And while you're gathering those things, we're going to end this program. And again, Daniel, Elizabeth English is trying to assist you. Would you please respond to Elizabeth English? And he might have gone in. Okay. Now, Daryl, you see me waving at you? I'm waving, wave. Underneath my fingers, which are pointed down, there's a yellow box that says log out. Do you see the yellow box? And please, monitors, do not give these folks more than one step at a time. Okay, I want you to click on the yellow box. You're going to find 2 letters. First of all, do you live in the United States, Canada? Okay, your fee for that you just paid is tax deductible, which means you're covering anywhere from 30 to 50% of it, depending on your tax bracket. Now, the 2 letters that we sent you are sufficient evidence for the IRS. You want to put those 2 letters in a file called 2014 tax list. They also contain your operating instructions that you're going to need, plus your password number. When you gather the password number, you come back into this live business center and we take it from there. You send that little box, 2 letters, put them in the tax folder, make sure that you come back on your new dealer number. Jeremy Wills, I'm going to remove you at once. We'd love to help you, Jeremy, but you're not following the directions. Now I'm going to wrap up Anything Goes for today. I want to thank Judy Dowes for coming up. That's what monitors do. They see their fearless leader in extremis and come forward to save them. It's happened more time than I care to think about. Judy. Thank you, Elizabeth English. Elizabeth English is one of those charming people, so helpful for people all over the world. She has a heart that's bigger than sheets. In any event, we thank her for coming up today, and we're so glad to see her well. As far as I'm concerned, I should be writing on this memoir now. It is going to be a terrific book. I want you to listen to my presentation today. It is a book that needed to be written, and it is my 20th book, and I'm happy to write it. This has been Dr. Jeffrey Lant, your MC, your host today, Anything Goes. And I leave you with the celebrated words of Cole Porter. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked upon as something shocking. Now, God knows, anything goes. We'll be back tomorrow, Monday, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. In this space, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Please come and join us. Do not just look. This is a look. This is a duplex. Thank you, everybody, and be on the stage.